It's three of them. So Aiden's the youngest. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Let me know how your Thursday are going. Ooh, y'all. Again, sorry for the tardiness. Looks like I was late on the other live yesterday and late again today. I'm trying to get it together, y'all. Trying to get it together. But how? Listen, what do you mean by how, friend? It what do you mean how? I got a flash goal already, y'all. Oh, here we go with the shenanigans. 15 minutes. If 3 people can send a finger heart, worship wave, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Welcome in. I need 3 finger hearts. That's not bad. 1 finger heart per person. If you guys can help out with the live goal, I would truly appreciate it. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Man, has it been an evening though? It definitely does. It's like, man, when you think everything is just like good, you just don't ever know. Definitely. You just don't never know what's, but again, I'm here. I'm showing up. How do I make it? Welcome in. That's another conversation just as for another day, friend. Definitely for sure. Welcome in. Sophia, welcome in. Truly appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. Thank you so much for the repost. Tonight we're going to be talking about, I feel like all this week we talked about savings, we talked about debt, good debt versus bad debt. We talked about that yesterday. We talked about the budget on Monday. So today I really want to just talk about our mindset. I'm so super excited about the savings challenge that we will be yes, he's in a great time. I'm so super excited about the free savings challenge, you guys, that we are starting as a community tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do a quick video on it and post it tomorrow. But if you haven't joined the savings challenge, make sure you do it. It's a 90-day savings challenge that we are starting tomorrow. It's our Q1 goals, and there will be prizes for the top 3 people that saves. So I'm super excited to do this as a community to start off like the year. Thank you so much for the populars to really start off the year, especially like if you've been, spending a lot over, the Christmas break and over the holiday. Hello, Kevin. Welcome in. Truly appreciate you for being here, watching on the YT. Again, if you guys, thank you so much. And again, we need, for the flash goal, we need 1 finger heart per person. You guys, if you could help out with the flash goal, is greatly appreciated. 1 finger. How many do we have? We have 6 people in the room. If 1 per person can help out with the flash goal, I would truly appreciate it. So we just need 2 more. Matter of fact, I can get 1 from the backup. Resilience, welcome in. Truly appreciate you. So put in the chat, you guys, how your Thursday is going. Mine's was like, I feel like tonight was just definitely emotional roller coaster. Oh, thank you so much. Is it Anaya? Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Is it Anaya? Am I saying it right, friend? Is it not? Welcome in. Truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's been good, but I'm real tired. Listen, Anya. Is it Anya? Anya. Oh, trust me, I get it, worship wave. You start very early, friend. So thank you so much for even. Yup. Oh, okay, Anya. Okay. Listen. Thank you so much for correcting me. I always like to be corrected when I say, I don't want to say, names are wrong. So Anya. Okay. Listen, thank you so much for being here. Welcome in. Truly appreciate everyone for being here. Yes, we definitely started a little late, you guys, but I am here. Truly, again, like I said, appreciate everyone for being here. We are definitely going to be talking about the lie. You ever feel like, you hear the lie of, I should be further with my finances, right? Like, I should be further than I am, right? I should have this in the bank. I should have this. I should be further than than you feel like you should, you are. And that's what we definitely are going to talk about tonight. So welcome and welcome in, you guys. Thank you so much for the populars worship wave. Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much. Thank you for liking out the live. So again, it was a little rough start for me, you guys, but we are here. Okay, we are here. Thank you so much for pushing out the live. Oh, worship wave. Thank you so much, friend. Oh man, Night Star. Oh, thank you so much. Doc Nurse Mom, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Love that name, Doc Nurse Mom. Welcome in. Truly appreciate you. Oh, what are they? Fireworks. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate you. Again, thank you so much for being here. Everybody watching on YT and YouTube. Let me know how your evening is going. I know some people said they're tired. I'm tired too. Okay. I'm tired and I'm glad that it's going, that tonight is Thursday. So definitely, definitely. But again, truly appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. We still do have a flash goal, you guys. Can we get some music? I know, right? We definitely need some music. If you guys can help out with the flash goal, it's one more finger heart that we need. But again, I just wanted to start off with all the new people that are here. My name is Janine. I am a financial coach and I talk about all things personal finances. Miss Jessie, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. I talk about all things personal finances. It's a faith-based approach. So we talk about all things personal finances with God in the center. We talk about savings. We talk about getting out of debt and getting on a budget. Thank you so much for the repost. Thank you so much. And also, Miss Jessie, if you can help out with the flash goal, we need one more finger heart. Oh, we got it. Yes, yo, thank you so much. Thank you so much. The live goal, the finger heart was the last of the live goal. So thank you so much. So yes, you guys, you're a budget coach too. I'm a financial coach. Okay, so budget is one of the things that I work on. But financial, as being a financial coach, you do a lot of things. You don't just do budgets, you do savings, debt strategies. We dabble in credit a little bit. Oh my God, where's your wave? That's so cute. Gamer cat. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much for the crown. Worship wave. That was so cool. Vibrant love. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. You watch my videos on YT. Yes. Yes. Jesus Christ. A good evening. Good evening. Is CP. Hey friend. Hey, Vibrant love. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Truly appreciate you. Welcome in, everybody. Truly appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. Again, we're going to be talking about the lie. I should be further in my finances. Do you ever feel like that, y'all? Put it in the chat. If you ever had that moment that's like, you know what, I should be further than where I am. I should be further because maybe you're a certain age. I should be further. My emergency fund should be further than what it is. I should be further with my finances. I should be further with my retirement and my 401k or my investing. I need a budget teacher. Well, you came to the right room, friend. Okay, because budget is my thing. Welcome in, CPZ 1970. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for the populars. So we are going to talk about, again, if you have ever felt like the lie, y'all, right? That's the title. It says the lie, because that's exactly what it is. Okay. You should be further than this, right? Thank you. You welcome, friend. Listen, I should have, right? I should have done this when it comes down to my finances. I should have done this. I shouldn't have done this. So we definitely are going to talk about it. I'm glad it resonated with somebody because it's like, I definitely felt like that for sure. Like that. It's a lie. Why? We want to talk about it's a lie. We definitely are going to talk about it tonight. Okay. Truly appreciate you guys for being here. So just the flow of my room, the way that I teach, or the way that the live usually goes. Nika Grace, welcome in, friend. I usually ask some engagement questions in the beginning. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heartbeat, friend. And then I will have like three points, three main points that we talk about. So that's usually how I do. And then towards the end, I close out with a prayer, because it's definitely so important to make sure that you great even elevate. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for all of the follows. I seen the friend. So I'm grateful for that. Welcome in, welcome in. So, yes, you guys, we are going to talk about it tonight. So, the first question is, have you ever looked at your life and thought, oh, well, I guess we already said it. Have you ever looked at your life and thought, I should be further than this? And I guess we just asked that question, y'all. So, we just going to skip over that one. We just going to skip over that because people already said yes, right? Thank you so much for the crown, friend. Thank you so much. So, let's say the second question, you guys, does comparison ever make you feel behind even when you're trying? This is such a good question. So, does comparison ever make you feel behind even when you're trying? Even when you're trying to stick to the budget, even when you're saving money. Hello, 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 welcome in, welcome in. Even when you're paying off the debt, do you still feel like, I'm like, I'm behind though, right? Even though you're trying. Yes. Okay. Even though you're like, dang, man, I'm trying, but like, you're my favorite YouTuber. Oh, thank you so much. Yes. Listen, you guys are, because we fall for the lie. Exactly. Yes, yes. So it's like, it's almost like we don't even celebrate ourselves for trying or sticking to the budget, because you're like, even though I'm trying, like, still I'm comparing myself to this that comparison. I'm comparing, and it's like you kind of don't even celebrate the fact that you are, you're trying though, right? So it's kind of like we like look past that, right? We look past the things that we are doing, and you compare, no, because this person, no, I should be further, right, I should be further. You're looking at this person, I should be further. A little funny trying to keep up with the Joneses, and then they on the cheese line. I'm cracking up. Oh my god, that's so funny. Look, that ain't the listen, y'all can tell I'm not even used to the buttons. That one, that's the one I want to go for, not the clap hands. But yes, y'all, definitely. You know, I know a lot of people have heard this before, but comparison is a thief of joy, y'all. The compare spirit never allows us to get ahead and celebrate the small wins. I literally was about to say it. Comparison is the thief of joy, you guys. Definitely, for sure. Definitely. Okay, y'all. So this is my next question. Who taught you what on time, right? The word what on time was supposed to look like? I'm going to ask it again. Who taught you what on time is supposed to look like? Like, how is that supposed to look? Come on for a second. Like on time, how does that like actually look when it comes down to your finances, right? Like, what is on time? I guess you feel like maybe, some people will say, like, you should buy a house at this age, you should get married at this age, you should have a certain amount of money in your bank by this age, and then you'll be like on time with what. But like, what's the standard of on time? What is the protocol? Welcome in, Chica. Welcome in. Yeah, how does that actually look, friend? Exactly. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. No, Justice James. No, I was. No, to answer your question, I was. Yeah, so it's like what the on time is actually supposed to look like, right? So society and they behind themselves. Yeah, yeah. Look, yeah, yeah. Um, yes, for sure. And again, like I said, they then how did you have 3 kids? Oh my gosh, girl. Like, this conversation is totally like, yeah. Anyway, okay, so you guys, all right. So next question would be, are you proud of how far you've come or only focused on what's left? Are you proud of how far you came with your finances, or you only focused on, dag, this is left, the debt is left, dag, I need to get my savings. Are you only focused on what's left, or are you proud of your progress? Put it in the chat. Let me know. Are you proud of your progress? Or are you trying to focus on, dag, the debt? Like, I still have. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm proud. Okay, listen, no proud, no, not proud. Oh, but how's that? Proud of the progress. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. Like, I am proud of my progress, but I will say it's a lot of times I am looking back. Muku, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. A lot of times I am looking at what's left in reference to my debt. Both. Yeah, exactly. Miss Jessie, when I tell you, I feel like I'm both very proud. I was a young widow, but God got me through. Thank you so much for the daily heart me. Yes. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I think I definitely struggle in this area because again, like I said, so much facts say it. Yes, like it's just like sometimes, even though you came so far, right? You paid off maybe a certain amount of debt, maybe you saved a certain amount of money, maybe you got the budget together, but then you look back, you look and say, well, but I still have so much debt, or I don't have enough money in my savings or in my retirement or whatever. Like I still have, and I'm like, I'm definitely guilty of that. I will say it. Like I'll be like, yeah, I'm proud of myself, but right, I'm still this, but right, the but is like, ugh, that word is like, you know what I mean? Like I'm proud of this, but it's like, yeah, yeah. So that's definitely I'm still behind. Listen, Muku, the lie of I should be further with my finances because we humans negativity is going to sneak in on us. We just have to we just have to remember to celebrate the win. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Justice James friend. It's too complicated for this live. And this is not really the topic that we're talking about, friend. Okay. So yes, you guys. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. So this is the last question. Do you struggle? Dr. Trish, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Oh, why you're so listen, because that's just like a whole number. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Now I would say this is the last question. Well, thank you so much for your daily heart meet. Um, Carolyn, welcome in. Oh, you changed your profile picture. Welcome. I know, I know. Oh, yeah, yeah, I know. You changed your profile picture, Carolyn. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. So the last question is, do you struggle celebrating your progress because you feel late? Do you struggle celebrating your progress? When I look back, I remember not to be that girl anymore. When you look back and you say you're not that girl anymore, love that. But I feel like this still ties into the question that we just said. Do you struggle celebrate? Oh, thank you so much for the crowns. I am Lynn. Welcome in. TT changed it. I'll be changing it back next week. 3 weeks. I can't find myself. Thank you so much for the heart. Me, Carolyn, welcome and thank you so much, Dr. Trish, for the populars. Oh, you better stop stepping on people's toes. Laugh about. But wait, Carolyn, you said TT changed it by accident. Hello. What? Oh, maybe did you do like the avatar or something like that where it changed it? Thank you so much for the populars. I'm not, friend. I'm not. I'm not. Justice. Dr. Trish, you level up to level 21 in the fan club. Oh, welcome in. I did the avatar. I figured, Carolyn, that's what I figured. I'm like, you must have hit the avatar because I think it's close to the profile picture. I celebrate my savings more, not spending, because someone said block me. I know they said, I know what they said, Justice. I'm not, friend, but we got to stay on topic, right? Because people can read what's in the chat. They're reading what you're saying. So it's not like it's, any, secrets, but it's not really on topic when we're talking about, the finances and stuff like that. So that's why people are saying that. But they don't know, right? Where people might not know that you're 12. So they don't know that you're. So, but remember, friend, when me and you was just in here, we were talking about it, right? But I get it. Well, 13. Excuse me, 13. Okay. But again, we kind of want to stay on topic. So yes, you guys, struggling with progress when you're feeling too late. But again, you guys start, yeah. Do you struggle celebrating your progress because you feel late? And again, I feel like again it ties into the question that we asked before. I review my spending plan, not my budget. Lex friend, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, you guys. Let me see. You said, I review my spending plan, not my budget, every quarter with a pink, yellow, and green highlighter. I love that. Well, okay, back on topic. Yes, thank you. And a glass of wine. But wait a minute, Carolyn, when I tell you that just sounds like a great budget routine, y'all. Listen, she said she reviews her not her budget, but her money plan. I think you said money plan. Did you say money plan? Let me just say. Yep, your spending plan every quarter, or pink and yellow and green highlighters and a glass of wine. I feel like that is just a great budget plan. Okay. Anything with a glass of wine, you guys. Welcome in, America. Welcome in. I love that. Because you definitely want to be relaxed when it comes down to your budget, your numbers, or or your spending plan. Okay, you definitely want to be relaxed, and we don't want to bring any more stress and anxiety when it comes down to your money. So we definitely going to talk about it, you guys. A lie I should be further with my finances. So point number one, you guys, where the lie come, where does this like lie come from, right? Where does it come from? The thought doesn't come from God, right? It doesn't come from God. Rose, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Hello, friend. Hello, hello. Oh, let's talk about it. Yes, Sean, we gonna talk about it, friend. That's so. It's like, where does this lie come from, right? Does it come from God? Thank you so much for the popular. The streets, Miss Jessie, you said the streets. The streets be saying it. Listen, yes, okay, okay. The thought doesn't come from God. It comes from comparison. It comes from other people's timeline, right, y'all? Social media highlights and reels. Wait a minute. We just gonna stop there, okay? What? Do you ever look at, social media, and you look at like, oh, the enemy? Absolutely. You ever look at social media and you be like, man, they got such a beautiful house, and oh my gosh, they live in this lavish life, and you feeling to yourself like, I can never get a house, I can never save, I'm just never gonna get out of debt. The comparison, y'all. But y'all know, with the social media, the Instagram reels, they only showing you the highlights, okay? They ain't showing you the credit cards that the data that's probably, up to their eyeball, become depressed. Yes, you be sitting up there depressed. Faith of the lie of keeping up with the Joneses. Absolutely. But Miss Jessie, when I tell you, people, yes, become depressed, honestly, they really do. Because they're like, you know what? I'm just going to never be in this place. I'm going to never save any money. I'm just never going to get out of debt. I'm just, oh my God, this person. Then, you start to do the comparison, like, and especially if the person is close to your age, right? If they're close to your age, it's different when you maybe have somebody younger, or maybe somebody, much older. But what if the person is your age, right? Maybe you went to school with them. Maybe you're friends with them, whatever it is. And you just be like, dang, man, they just so much further than I am. And you really be falling for it, because you start comparing other things in your life too. Exactly. Facts, friend. Yes, you be like, dang, man, I'm 30 and I don't have an emergency fund. I'm 30 and I haven't, invested in anything. I haven't done, but it's like, I want y'all, people know who has ever been on social media and people are like, I'm living check to check, it's like, I'm really living off of credit cards. I'm really, struggling. Nobody gonna listen. Most people are not going to show, their vulnerability online. They're just not. No, they about to show you that brand new, Range Rover that they got. They going to show you the highlights when they in a BMW car dealership. Okay. They about to show you that they just went into Louis and, purchased everything, on their card. But you listen, they car max out. Like, they going to show you all of the highlights of social media. They're not going to show you them bills that's sky high. They're not going to show you any of that. Listen, some of them, y'all, still living with their parents. They say, listen, okay. The question is, how much debt? So true, right? Oh, wait a minute. The question is how much debt did they get into to get the Range Rover? Exactly, Deshaun. Listen, yes, that part right there, y'all. So true. Clock it. Superficial beings. Yes. So when the cash is really for their bills. Exactly. Okay. But this is what we believe, though. And then us watching that on social media, you start to feel bad. Like, dang, I'm behind, right? dag, I need to be like, dag, I don't have it. And you start to feel, so it's like the lie of the enemy. That's where the lie comes in, right? That I should be further in my finances. Or sometimes, you guys, this is a good one. Past versions of yourself that didn't know what you know now. I am Lynn. Thank you so much for the little crown. Past versions of yourself. So sometimes we may have been in seasons where we did have more, right? And we still comparison like, dag, man, I remember when I used to make 200. I remember when I used to do this. And then it's like, now it's like, now you can't even appreciate what God has given you right now, right? Because you like, well, dag, I used to be at this place. I used to have this much emergency fund. I used to not have this much debt. I used to. But I just wanted to say, you guys, that God works in seasons, not deadlines. I'm going to say it again. The God that we serve, he works in seasons, not deadlines. So when it comes down to your finances, when it comes down to your debt, give yourself grace. Yes. Right? That you may be in a season right now, that it may be a tough season. Seasons, not deadlines. Exactly, y'all. Seasons, not deadlines. Meaning it doesn't have to be like this forever, right? Then sometimes the witness, and I should have had this scripture that is when God can trust you with the little, he can like when he can trust you with thank you so much for the crown. When he can trust you with little, he can trust you with more. I'm paraphrasing it, y'all. I forgot the freaking scripture of that. But it's like sometimes, right? And I think you have to be very aware of this too. Sometimes when we are up, we're at this high level when it comes down to our finances. Let's say that you are making a whole bunch of money, you know what I mean? And now all of a sudden you don't really depend on God like you used to. You don't pray as much as you used to. You don't do the things as much as you used to because you feel like you're sitting on this high level, right? You feel like you done made it. When it finances, money is not a thing for you, right? And sometimes, and I'm just going to say it, y'all, I don't want to be stepping on nobody's toes. Money comes and goes. Absolutely, Dr. Church. But you know what? Sometimes we get all high up on our high horse, y'all, right? And God was like, well, wait a minute. I need to probably bring you down a little bit to let you know. Natty Nat, welcome in, to let you know who really is God. Oh, welcome in. Thank you so much for the heart, me friend. All right. Some people, you could be at this high level when it comes down to your finances. You could be making all this money and doing all of the things, and good evening, all right, good evening. And then you stop, praying as much as you should, and maybe being, generous and, giving back all of the things, right? And then it's like, okay. And God, I'm like, well, wait a minute now. Because he said, you can't serve two gods. And, they say that when it comes down to money, you have to be, you have to be very, aware of it. Money changes people. Yes. They say that, I think this, financial guru, he says that money just magnifies who you really are, right? So if you really are like a selfish person, it just magnifies it in a way. If you were a generous person, that is so real, yes, right? It magnifies it. If you were an arrogant person, it magnifies it, because now you can really do, now with the money, it allows different opportunities. And now, you know what I mean? So it's like money just magnifies who you really were. Oh, you joined my fan club for 3 months, Natty Nat. Oh, congratulations, friend. Congratulations. So, we were just talking about where the lie comes from. Comparison, you guys. Other people's timelines, social media highlights, past versions of yourself. I forgot the sticker. Oh, it's okay, friend. It's okay. You know what I mean? So again, when it comes down to the my God, like when it comes down to the lie, if I should be further than my finances, again, all of these things comes into play. But remember, again, God works in seasons and not deadlines. And it's just like so true, you guys. Like so true. Man, it's like so true. My God, yes. Man, okay. So point number 2, you guys. Oh man, this one is so good. Progress does not always look impressive, right? I think sometimes when we think about progress, right, it should just be like fun and exciting and like, oh, you know, I paid the debt off, or oh, I didn't save the money, and it's like, like all of it. And sometimes it's just the day-to-day budget. It's just the day-to-day saving your money. It's just a kind of like day-to-day maintenance of everything. I'm glad God hasn't given me more money then, because it will be given. Thank you, Lord. Yes, you're glad God hasn't given me more money then, because it will be given. Yes. Yes. So it's like, man, progress doesn't always look so um impressive. Finally facing your numbers. Listen, I feel like this is a big one for a lot of us. Finally facing your numbers. Who has ever felt like, man, I just don't want to look at the debt. I don't want to look at the budget. I don't want to look at the overspending. I don't want to look at the account. I don't want to see how bad that, I've overspent and now my account's in negative. Hard lessons learned, but learn. Yes, hard lessons. Yes. Hard lessons, but learned. Okay. Yep, I hear you, Dr. Trish, saying hard lessons, but you learned them. Yes. You know what I mean? Have you ever, listen, y'all, I remember the first time like that I calculated my student loan debt, and I was like, oh, I just, I think it's a certain amount, like, you know what I mean? But when I actually wrote it down, y'all, okay, when I actually wrote it down, calculated, got the little calculator out, I was like, oh my God, like, work smarter, not harder. Yes. I was like, your girl was like, hi. Okay, yes. It's just hi. Okay. I was like, Lord, I didn't think it was that bad. Woo, child. Like, but y'all know what I always say. Y'all know what I was always say. Facts are your friends, right? You can't fix what you don't face. And I'm gonna say this again. I cried. I was right there, Miss Jessie. I was right there. Okay, I was like, and then honestly, when you look at the numbers, you get so overwhelmed with the numbers that you just feel like, I'm never going to get out of debt. I'm never going to pay this off. I'm never going to be able to say, like, I feel like the numbers sometimes just like crush your spirit. Like, oh my gosh, God. Like, I thought I was in $10,000 of credit card debt, but now I'm really in 50,000. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes those numbers just crush you. And I think that, to be honest, you guys, it's okay to feel that way. We're human. We have emotions, we have feelings. It's okay to actually feel the feelings, right? To be there in the moments, for you to feel crushed. But here's one of the things that I want to say to you guys. Thank you so much for the crown, Nanny Nat. Thank you so much. One of the things that I want to say is just don't stay there, right? It's okay to actually feel away when it comes down to your finance. It's okay to feel like you should be further. It's okay to acknowledge those feelings, but just don't stay there. Just don't stay there, right? Acknowledge it, feel it, but then we got to say, okay, now what's the action plan? What's the game plan? What I'm going to do? Right? Exactly, right? What am I going to do? And then also too, starting over with wisdom this time, right? Progress doesn't always look impressive, but now you're starting over and you're much wiser than you were before. So it's like, okay, well, now it's like now I have the debt plan. Now I have, now I have much more wisdom than I had before. Okay. So it's like, and then also too, choosing peace over pressure when it comes down to your finances, right? When it comes down to paying off the debt. When it comes down to we want to choose peace over pressure. And one of the things that, choosing peace when it comes down to your personal finances is, again, getting strategies in place. What am I going to put in place, right? What am I going to do differently this time than I didn't do last time? right? Well, how can I be better with my finances, right? How can I be better with, investing, right? You know, um, how can I be better with my budget? And then also too, which is very, I feel like this point is definitely hits home. Saying no to things that you used to say yes to. That right there. If you are in a place where you have to pay off a lot of debt, or you're trying to save, we going to have to say no to some things that we did say yes to, right? Like prime example, you guys, which I'm so super excited about, all everybody in the room. If you didn't join the savings challenge, y'all make sure y'all join it. Free links in the bio, make sure y'all join it. It is starting tomorrow. It's starting tomorrow. So make sure you guys join the free challenge. And again, this free savings challenge is going to have you say no to some things that you used to maybe say yes to so that you can save. Okay. So, saying, oh, I got to print it out. Yes, go print it out. Yes, go print it out, you guys, because it starts tomorrow. Okay. It starts tomorrow. And this is what it looks like. Go print it out. Make sure. And again, you guys, you print it out and you can put it in one, like a little clear envelope like this. Make sure you go print it out. It's starting tomorrow, you guys. Is it in any of the emails you sent me already? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think it's in any of the emails. So, yep, go print it out. And then, like I said, if you want to laminate the actual paper, so it could be a little stronger, you can do that. You can laminate it, but go print it out. Did you start? No, it starts tomorrow, you guys. And a lot of, some people wasn't here last night, but me and the community, we came up with, it's a 90-day challenge, y'all. So we did, because at first I was like, oh, well, we'll just see how it go. But no, we're doing a 90-day challenge. So it starts tomorrow, January the 9th, and it ends April the 9th. And there will be prizes for the top 3 people that save the most. So I'm going to collectively make sure I add up, like, everybody that's, saved, and it will be prizes for the top 3 people that save the most, to kind of give y'all, a little, like, oh, so we can save. Okay. So, and my mom is like great with like the gift bags and everything, you guys. So it's going to be some good stuff. Okay. So top 3 people that save the most, 90 days, y'all, a way to kick it off. I don't want it to be too long or be too short, so we lose our momentum. Okay. But 90 days. Okay. And what people were saying on the live yesterday, they was talking about all your change. If you have change, like if you have jars of change, people were saying they're going to turn in their change. If you got pennies lying around that, you got, go in your change, go put it into the, the grocery store. 90 days is perfect. Yes, Rose. I feel like 90 days is not too long, not too short. It's like right there. Okay. Miss Rosa, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Okay, you guys. So all of that helps. Hello, friend. Welcome in, welcome in. Truly appreciate you. Coins, exactly. Get your coins together, y'all. Okay. I definitely collect coins. Well, Miss Jessie, make sure, listen, collect the coins and turn it into cash and put it in your envelope. Okay. Make sure y'all put it in your envelope. Okay, so we are starting off the savings challenge tomorrow with a bang. Okay, I was looking at, I was calculating, y'all, on the back end. I said, "Ooh, how much am I going to start with?" Okay, I said, "Oh, I'm so excited, y'all. I'm trying to figure out how much I'm going to start with." Okay, and listen, after a while, when these little envelopes is full of money, y'all. Okay, listen, I can't wait to be like, listen, y'all, I say this week, okay? So y'all know every week I'm gonna be coming on here. How much did you save this week? Now, again, no pressure to sit up there and save every week. Do what you can. Choose the challenge that's comfortable for you. No pressure. You don't have to save it. I think for me, I probably will save on my pay cycle. So since I get paid every 2 weeks, I'll probably just save every 2 weeks. So that's just, you can save every week. You can save every time you get some cash. It's up to you. Whatever you feel is comfortable for you. Okay, you guys. So I'm so super excited. So super excited. But when we talked about, progress doesn't always look impressive. How are you going to qualify people saving? But they can lie. Just saying, they can lie. They can lie and be like, yeah, I saved. And again, that ain't really, if you lied about how much you saved, that ain't really going to do me no thing. I mean, I guess if you want the prizes or whatever the case may be, but Hopefully, you people are not sitting up there saying that, but I feel like you got to take that up with God, okay? If you lied about how much you saving, that ain't really like, that's on you. Like, again, it's I said I was gonna do the process anyway, so it is what it is. But also to you guys, when it comes down, when it's progress that doesn't always look impressive, that's growth, that's maturity, and it's alignment. When you're able to say no to things that you used to say yes to, right? When you're able to say no to the things that you used to say yes to, that's growth, that's maturity, and that's alignment. And definitely for sure, you guys, that they say no is a complete sentence. Okay. No is a complete sentence. April starts lawn mowing season. Oh, Miss Pure, welcome in, welcome in. Lawn mowing season. And I feel like you guys, during the challenge, is during the, people get their tax money and stuff like that. So make sure, when you get your little tax money, or if you get a refund, you could be putting extra in your savings envelope. So I'm so super excited about that, y'all. So super excited about that. So point number 3, you guys, God is not behind on your life. I think that this is something to be said, that again, the lie that I should be further, I should be further with my finances. God is not behind on your life. He's not behind, right? We're not behind. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's late. Now, I think that I can speak to for just a lot of us. Sometimes you feel like, God, like, why haven't you answered this? Why haven't you fixed my finances? Why am I still struggling in this area? I'm still struggling with the debt. I'm still struggling with the savings. I'm still struggling with the budget. Just because it hasn't happened yet, it doesn't mean it's late. Because they say we serve an on-time God, right? Right? Do you believe that you serve an on-time God? God doesn't rush transformation. Whoa. I'm just going to say that again, y'all. God does not rush transformation. He has to transform some things in you. He has to transform the way you look at your money, the way you operate, the way you spend. And that takes time. That takes discipline. And he said, I have to transform some things in you. I have to show you some areas that you are weaker in. Sometimes we have to go through some things, right? For us to be transformed with our finances. Sometimes he may have to give you some things and then take it away. So remember, transformation takes time. And then also during that transformation time, it's your character that's being built. What have you learned during the time that you had to say no to your budget, right? I mean, had to say no to things. What are you learning in the midst of that? Right? Because it's always a lesson. It's always a lesson. Some way, somehow, it's always a lesson. What are you learning? Right? God, is always definitely teaching us a lesson. And he prepares us so we can sustain, I'm probably saying it right. Sustain what we are praying for. So he prepares us so we can sustain what we're praying for, right? So if you are praying for a certain, when it comes down to your finances, right? You say, you know what, God, I'm praying for a house. God, I'm praying for, to get out this credit card debt, whatever the case may be. When he's trying to transform us in reference to our finances, whatever you're praying for, he has to make sure that you're able to handle it when he gives it to you. Right? And I'm going to tell you that is so true, you guys. When it comes down to personal finances, that exactly what I had to do. When I became a homeowner, when I was 19 in my first house, there were so many things that I had to do, learn to budget my money, learn to save and all that prepared me for the new house. But it took me 13 years 13, 14 years that there were things in me during that time that God said, I need you to work out. Listen, you still are overspending. You're still not living below your means. You're still not, there's things that you need to say no to. We must be, let me say, we must be willing, um, we must be willing through and do the hard work. Your fruit shows the success of your progress. Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? But I say that, I say that all the time because had I not learned how to live below my means in the first house. Oh, Beryl, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. I'm about to say happy Tuesday. I don't even know. I'm about to say happy Tuesday. Happy Thursday, friend. Welcome in. Good evening, friend. Good evening. So I was saying, that there's so many things that I had to learn being in the first house, right? So many things. Oh, you reached level 12 in the fan club, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for at least reaching level 12. My brain is all over the place, y'all. So in the first house, right, I had to build some habits. There was a point where I was living above my means, y'all, right? And God was like, you living above your means, in this house with these bills, girl, you not gonna be able to handle the other house. You making frivolous, spending, and you're not, doing the proper things when it comes down to your finances. Have a good night, and thank you for the info. Sure. Have a good night too, Dr. Trish. And you welcome. Yeah, he's like, girl, like when it comes down, you have to learn some things, in the old house, my character, and you know there are so many things that he had to develop in me in that first house for me to be able to sustain the second one, right? um so just because things haven't happened for you and your finances yet doesn't mean it's late. And I want you guys to know that God may be putting you in this season right now because you're in a transformation season. Then he may have to show you some things when it comes down to your personal finances, and he may have to develop some things in you for the blessing that's about to come. So that's why I always say, you guys, we need to be good stewards of what he has given us right now. Sometimes you think that, oh, when I make more money, I'm going to do this. When I make more money, I'm going to do this. When I make more money, I'm going to do this, right? But sometimes God is really waiting for us to steward our money and our things well, and for him to trust us, right? With the blessing that's coming. And sometimes that takes time. For me, it took 13 years. Okay. God was like, girl, I ain't blessing you with a new house. 13 years, y'all. Okay. 13 years. You know how long that is? I'm just saying. You ever been praying for a certain thing and God was like, I'm gonna give it to you. 13 years. Put in the chat if you ever waited, 13 years for something. Do you ever wait that long? Over 10 years? Cause shoot, after a while, you like, me and God, you ain't gonna give it to me. Like I might as well just be content in what I'm. You ever wait that long for something? Put it in the chat. You ever wait years and years and years for it? Yes, still waiting on some things, Daddy. That said, girl, I'm still waiting on it. Okay, years and years and years. I'm listen, y'all. I'm telling you, you cannot tell me, like, when the Janine that was in our house, you couldn't tell me that I would be here. I'd be like, girl, please, like, do you know how many times I had realtors and people tell me that in the other house, like, it's gonna be so hard for you to sell this house. I was living in a 2-bedroom house, y'all. I remember I had so many realtors tell me like it's going to basically be impossible for you to sell a 2-bedroom house. Like 2-bedroom houses are not like the norm in Philly. It's usually like a 3-bedroom house. But for some reason on my block, they made a 2-bedroom house, which I don't know why they did it. Okay. And people were like, you're not going to be able to sell it. So I got a ton and tons of no's, y'all. No, you can't sell it. No, you're over it. No. God was like, wait a minute, I'm the author, I'm the finisher, right? And he was like, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it in my time, not your time. And his time was 13 years, y'all. I said, Lord, I'm trying to tell y'all. I was like, all right, you know what, God, I guess we just going to be content in this house. We just going to be. And it's so crazy because I think the time where I finally was at the point where I'm just like, I'm just content where where we at. I'm just content with it. We just gonna be in this house. It is what it is. I fixed it up. I did, did some upgrades, and I just was like, I guess it's what it is. Soon as I became content with that house, he changed it just like that. I am telling you, I can't tell you enough. When I tell you changed it, but not only changed it, but like changed it fast, like fast. Like when God, this has that ever happened to y'all? When God moved, but he moved like fast, like boom, 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 like literally. I think when I sold my first house, it was on the market for 3 days. My house was on the market for 3 days, and I had 25 offers on my house when it in 3 days. Yes, and there's no question it's him. Not a yes, Natty Nat. Okay. Welcome in for welcome. Like 3 days, y'all. 3 days, 25 offers. And my realtor was like, man, majority of these offers are strong. 3 days. And not only that, God was like, okay, listen, but Super Van Keish, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. So not only did he moved like 3 days, my house was on the market, and then, hey, friend, hey, welcome in. Only 3 days is not the norm. Exactly, friend. I know. When I tell you, I remember my realtor, she was like, we gotta, oh, thank you so much for the heart me. 3 days was like, man. And not only that, y'all, right? So the house was on the market for 3 days, and I had to go through the offers. Me and my realtor was like, okay, these are strong, this, that, and the third. So when I did finally accept that, I was like, okay, we want to go with this buyer, and this, that, and third. The buyer, right, was like, okay, we want the offer, right? We want the house. The contract was that, but we want the house. And usually when you sell a house, usually the time to go to closing is 30 days, right? That's the average time to go to closing, 30 days. My buyers was like, we want y'all out in 25, like 20 days. When I tell y'all, God moved so fast. Y'all should have seen me. And people that know me during the time, know. When I tell y'all, we had to get out that house, God was like, listen, like, it was so fast, y'all. The buyer was like, listen, y'all got to get out. Okay. We had to get out within 20 days. And it was just like we were scrambling. Wow. Yes. Okay. They're like 20 what? And it was just like it was so much, y'all. And I remember telling my kids, like, just y'all welcome back in, friend, welcome back in. And I remember telling my kids, like, we got to get out, y'all. Like we was going through, I'm like, this is not our house no more. Like, we got to go. We have to go. We gotta go. Y'all had to pay. When I tell you, y'all, like during that process, I had to get what's it, like the junk thing, like I love junk or something like that. When I tell you, I had to pay people to get stuff out of my house. It was just like it just was like crunch time. It went so fast. I felt like they kicked us out. They was like, all right, you want to sell it, let's go. It was like shoot, like it just was like boop, 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 and it just happened so fast. But again, God was like, girl, okay. I mean, I did wait 13 years though, y'all, okay. But God was like, all right, you ready? All right, I feel like that you are ready to handle the next blessing, right? He said, all right. And he moved very, very fast. So 20 days, y'all, we was out, okay. I remember the last day that I was like packing up my, the stuff in my old house. And I just remember like calling my brother, like, listen, we got still some more furniture in here. We just gotta throw it away. I need help. Like, because when you sell a house, the buyer will do a walkthrough before you go to to sign the paper. So the house gotta be clean. It can't be, nothing in there. And I'm like, oh, the buyers is coming in tomorrow. We were scrambling, y'all. Okay. Listen, we were scrambling. But we got it through though. We made it through. We made it through. And I just remember, you guys, like, man, when I finally, had everything out to say that, I remember like driving around to the house, and I was just like, man, oh man, oh man. I remember praying to God, right? And just asking him, God, is we ever gonna get out this house? We ever gonna get out this house? So just to look back, right? But I say all this to say that I'm so glad that I developed strategies and routines in place in the old house that prepared me for the new one. It prepared me. Like the foundation, things that, being able to say no to things, organizing my finances in a way. All of the things prepared me for this one. It prepared me. And it was nothing but God, y'all. Right. So I don't want you to believe the lie that you should be further in your finances. I don't want to believe it. I'm going to tell you that the God that we serve is on time, that whatever he has for you, he has for you. Just know that whatever season or whatever that you are praying. Oh, y'all, TT gave me a puzzle, y'all. Oh, it gave me a puzzle. Sorry about that. So whatever you are praying for, whatever you are asking God for when it comes down to your personal finances, just know that he hears you. Ooh. Excuse me, y'all. Ooh. Ooh, sorry. Just know that whatever you are praying for, he hears you. He's listening. Bless you. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much. Know that he hears you. Say it, friend. Like, know that he hears you. I promise you, he hears you, right? But the thing about it is that we got to get some things in order, right? Thank you so much for the birthday, friend. You got to get some things in order to be prepared for when he bless you. Because when he move, he gonna move. And it's like, sometimes it'd be fast. And he'd be like, wait a minute, that's why I asked you to be prepared, right? That's why during the waiting season, right? During the waiting season, make sure you get on a budget. Make sure you're saving your money. Make sure you're living below your means. Make sure you're trying to get out of debt, working on your debt. Because when he blesses you, remember they say the blessings of the Lord brings no sorrow. The blessing of the Lord bring no sorrow. And even though I could say, you guys, that, the new house, the expenses, the biggest expenses, the mortgage is like 3 times what the old one is. I can honestly say my mortgage has never been late. God has provided in a way. Mortgage has been in this house 3 years, never been late. And my income reduced at one point. So it's like, remember that when God blesses you financially, whatever it is, it brings no sorrow. Remember that even though, in this house, the expenses are higher, I have never had the thought that's like, man, I should have never made this decision. God is good. Yes. Right. That thought hasn't even crossed my mind, not once. Instead, it's like, thank you, oh God, right? Thank you, God, that I feel like I didn't do enough to deserve how much you have tremendously blessed me and my children. And he's going to do the same thing for you. If you are asking God for a house, if you are asking God to help you with your debt, if you are asking God for savings, whatever you're asking him for, believe that there is blessings on the other side. I don't want you again to fall into the lie that I should be further with my finances. That remember that God doesn't rush transformation. He prepares us so we can sustain what we have been praying for. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Is it Kafred? Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Remember that blessing that you are praying for. If it's financial, if it's a raise at your job, if it's the house, whatever it is, guaranteed. Welcome in, Victoria. Welcome in. Truly, I appreciate you for being here. Just welcome back in, friend. But whatever it is that you are asking God for, know that he's gonna bless you, right? But in the waiting season, we need to just be good stewards of what he has given us, y'all. We definitely need to be good stewards of what. I needed to hear this word. Did you, friend? Welcome in, Victoria. Did you? Oh man, it is so crazy because on my live yesterday, people were like, "Oh, I need to hear this." This is just so crazy, you guys. How it's like this stuff that that I say is like it's not really like me. Of course, I talk from like personal experience, but it's like I just don't never know who needs to hear it, right? Like that's how it ain't me. It's what God is using me. I'm just a vessel, y'all. I'm just being obedient. But it's just so true, you guys. Again, it's like I say it all to say to encourage you guys. It's I know a lot of people are struggling maybe with their personal finances. You may feel like God, when am I just gonna get a break, right? When life is gonna happen. Listen, because I'm about to say, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. At the beginning of this year, woo, Jesus Lord, I can't even like. Life is definitely one life, right? For us, it definitely is, and God will definitely test you in a way. But it's like, when you trust God more than what actually is happening, right? The things that are actually happening in your life, when you trust Him more, when you trust Him enough, um, your reaction to things change, right? Your reaction to things change, and I would say too, with that, if you have a savings, if you have some savings, right? When an emergency comes up, you're not frantic. You're not like, oh my God, what am I going to do? The beginning of last year was wild. Was it? I will say, ooh, 2026, y'all, for your girls, a little bit like, ooh, it's like, ooh, wait a minute now. We don't want to keep on this, we'll see now. I'm like, God, so, but yeah, but definitely, again, like that's why, it's so important to make sure you live below your means. Try to, stay on a budget. Make sure you paying down your debt. Make sure you're saving. These things are so important because trust me when I tell you, life is going to life. Life is going to life. And I think, what do they say that, your reaction to life is so important. You can just be stressed and so much anxiety. Oh, thank you so much for becoming the title gifter of the finger heart, friends. Thank you so much. You know, our reaction to things is so important. You know what I mean? It's so important. So again, you guys, instead of saying I should be further by now, I want you to say I'm exactly where I need to be to learn what I must learn. Whoa. Wait a minute. Did y'all hear that? And I'm going to say it again. Instead of you saying I should be further by now, say I'm exactly where I need to be to learn what I must learn. Oh, you guys, that's so true, right? You may be in a season where God said, I have to teach you some things first. Like the financial blessing is over there, but I got to teach you some things. I need you to look at, you, right? You may be like, you ordering too many of them Amazon packages, okay? You may be shopping a little too much. You may be, overspending in certain areas. Who am I talking to? I'm just saying. God is like, well, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. There are things that you have to learn. So then you can sustain the blessing that He's going to give you. And y'all can see the same analogy that I just talked about with the house, right? He said, I need you to learn some things. And obviously for me, it took 13 years for me to learn it. Nika Grace, welcome back in, friend. Welcome back in. He said, girl, it's going to take you about 13 years to learn it. Right. So hopefully you guys, and again, I think the thing about it is our timeline and God's timeline is two totally different timelines. Because for me, I would have been out the house in like 2-3 years or 5 years. God was like, yeah, no, 13. So, but that is so true that instead of us saying we should be further by now, I'm exactly where I need to be to learn what I must learn. Oh, thank you so much for the crown, friend. So sometimes, again, God may be looking, He wants you to learn some things. I watched your live for 400 minutes. Did you? Whoa, 400 minutes. You watched my live for 400 minutes. Congratulations, friend. And again, you guys, I hope that, just to encourage you, the lie that I should be further with my finances, do not let that lie, thank you so much, friend. Unfortunately, I have an early morning and I have to leave. Oh, I understand, friend. I truly understand. And it's late on East Coast. So I truly understand. Truly understand. Don't let the lie of you should be further than your finances stop you from the actual progress that you're doing. Stop you from thinking that, oh, God is never going to, bless you with, the things that you're asking for. The lie of the enemy, social media, keeping up with the Joneses. Don't let that lie allow you to make, not good financial decisions. Don't let don't let it get to it, y'all. And again, like I said, it's and then for real, I feel like it's an illusion. It's an illusion, right? The lie we should be further, because all of the things that we talked about, social media and all of that, it's like they only show you what they want to show you. They only show you what they want to show you, you guys. So let me know if you was picking up what I put down. Let me know how you feel about that. Again, when it comes down to the lie that we should be further in our finance, let me know. It is Thursday, you guys, on the East Coast. Thursday, let me know how you feeling about your finances. You made sense with it all. So much truth. Sorry you fell asleep just the same. It's okay. So much truth. Yeah. And I think again, we all can get caught up in the, again, the comparison. Woo, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. The comparison is the thief of joy. The thief of joy. Right? He's like, you know what, I should have this amount of money in my retirement or 401k by 20, 30, 40, whatever the case may be. But whose timeline? Whose timeline? Yours or God's? Because he said, okay, you can have that amount, but what if I just tripled your money and tripled, your savings or your accounts and all that in this time? You know what I mean? So again, I think that is so good, you guys. The lie, I should be further with my finances. Yes, 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 yes. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Again, I'm so super excited about the savings challenge, you guys. I'm ready, guys. My old welcome in, friend. Welcome in. I'm ready. I know. I'm ready to as well. But don't get off. Hello, friend. Hello. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Truly appreciate you. We were talking about the lie that we should be further with our finances. Further with our finances than we are. Okay. So yes, again, it is Thursday, you guys. Again, I ain't gonna lie, I had a day. I had a day. I feel like I had some highlights to today and some lows for sure. Don't get, yeah, it's definitely, life was definitely life and for your girl for sure. For sure, for sure. So yeah, the savings challenge again. I think I'm gonna do a video, you guys, on it. Just to like do a little fun video that I probably will post. So for the people, so my schedule when it comes down to the lives, Monday through Thursday, Lewis is all around us be lying because he'll be trying to tell us to be further. I know that for sure. And that's how we end up living beyond our means. Exactly, friend. Exactly, exactly, exactly. So just know that you are in the right place with your finances. And it's always growth for each and every one of us, right? Right? It's definitely always growth. But just know that God's timing is perfect. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. God's time is perfect and God's blessings brings no sorrow. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. God's blessings brings no sorrow. But yeah, in reference to my live, yes, friend, I am. In reference to my live schedule, amen. Yes. What would I say, you guys? So Monday through Thursday, that's the live schedule, you guys, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. And next week I'm gonna be on time, Lord's willing. Lord's willing, I'm gonna be on time, y'all. So yes, next week. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, y'all, I'll be doing the voice chat. So make sure y'all come in and grab your daily heart meat. Okay. Make sure y'all still come in, grab your daily heart meat. Hey friend, hey coach, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Welcome in. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart meat. Where have you been? Where have you been? Thank you so much for the roses. You know what? You came at the right time. Did you know that we're starting the savings challenge? Because I know we were talking about like the budget templates and stuff, where we're starting a free savings challenge and it starts tomorrow. Yep, it starts tomorrow. So let me know if you are interested in it. Let me know. Great. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. It starts tomorrow and it's free. It's free. So I'm super excited about that. But yes, the live schedule, you guys, Monday through Thursday, Monday through Thursday. So today's Thursday. Friday, Saturday, people on the YT. I won't be back on, recording on the live on YT until Monday. Okay. But people on TT, I'll do the voice chats on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because your girl needs a break. Okay. Yes, your girl needs a break during the weekend. Thank you so much. But we're gonna be back in strong with it on Monday. Okay. I'm interested. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. I'll send you the information. I'll send you the information. Yes, it's free too. I will send you it. Or also too, if you go into the LINK, and you click the stand, it's right there. Like the link is right there. You could download it. So so it's right there. It's already available. You could just download it. But yep, y'all. Let me see how long I've been on. Let's see, y'all, how long your girl been on. Woo. Oh, an hour and a half. Okay. Yep, y'all. I'm so super excited, but I'm glad it's Friday, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad it's Friday. Y'all glad it's Friday? Y'all got one more. I got one more day to work. One more day to work, y'all. One more day. But make sure if y'all see me on the voice chats, make sure y'all come in and grab your daily heart. Wait, yes. Make sure you come in and grab your daily heart. Wait. Oh, yeah. But again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here, chit chatting with me. Um, um, this has been a long week, Coach. It has been a long week for your girl too. I ain't gonna lie, it's been a long week, as it definitely has, for sure. Mm-hmm. Definitely, I feel the exact same way, and it's been a lot. So, yep, y'all. But truly appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. I am going to jump off. I honestly, like, your girl is tired. I'm tired. I can see it all in my face. Your girl is tired. Okay. But again, the savings challenge start tomorrow, you guys. I doubt I'm not gonna do a pop-up. I'm gonna do the voice chat. So I'll do the voice chats. And then everybody that's watching on the YT and the Book of Faces, I will be back on here Monday. Okay. Monday will start, get some rest. Yes, I will. Yep, I will be back on here Monday, definitely, for sure, you guys. Okay. But I hope that this live bless you. If you don't remember anything, remember that the lie I should be further with my finances is absolutely incorrect. It is incorrect, you guys. So definitely, I hope you got some gems off of the live. I hope you stay encouraged. I want everybody to have a blessed Thursday. And I want you to remember, budget with faith and prosper with grace. I love you guys, and I will see you guys later. Have a great evening and have a great weekend. Okay? All right. Have a good night.